All right, in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do, the 4 things to focus on if you're struggling to scale your apparel or footwear sales for your online direct-to-consumer brand. First, why you should listen to me. So I run a company called Fiber Tribe. It's a growth agency for apparel and footwear brands. We've worked with some of the biggest and fastest growing direct-to-consumer footwear and apparel brands like Vionic, UFOs, Taft Clothing, Journey, Collections. And collectively, our clients do anywhere between 7 to 8 to even 9-figure in sales in combined revenue for their brands. And we manage an ad spend of about $50 million for these brands. And our goal with working with them is to help them increase ROAS, lower spend, and get more profit as they put more revenue and money into their marketing spend. So here are some of the results that we've gotten on average for our clients. We get 72% more ROAS, 129% more profit, and 15% MER, where most companies online would be happy with 30%. So let me jump right into it. I'm going to skip through some of these case studies. Here's the 4 things that I would look at to scale your sales more profitably. 1 is focusing on one product. 2nd is to improve your AOV. 3 is to solve a problem, and I'll explain what that means in a bit. And then also looking at your PDP, your product pages. So here's the first thing I will look at. 1 is one of the most common mistakes that I see new brands or even brands who are trying to scale make is they are spread too thin across their campaigns, their advertising efforts. And so the best way to do it is to pick one product or one collection that is either very iconic or have the biggest mass market appeal with clear benefits to focus on, right? And in that way, you can focus a lot of your marketing effort into 1 or maybe 2 products, preferably 1. And that's simpler and a lot more effective. So for example, if you look at some of our brands or some of my favorite brands, so we don't work with all of these, we work with some of them, but I'll give you some highlights. So if you look at one of the, probably the biggest or the most well-known brand on the footwear space, which is Vessi, they have a crap ton of ads, but most of them focus on selling one thing, right? One product. And I'll tell you what they are in a bit. If you look at UFOs, right? Similar ideas. Built Basic, one of my favorite brands for men, really started and scaled fast with like one product, which is their crew neck t-shirts, basically, before they expanded to like shoes and women's and other wares. But really they got to scale from just maybe 1 or 2 products, focus on men, right? So first one, pick one product to focus on. Now that you have a signature high value collection that people are interested in and you can position it well, the second thing that I would do is look at increasing your AOV, right? Your average order value. A lot of the time when we look at brands and doing analysis for brands for scale, one of the reasons why they cannot scale profitably is because their AOV is too low. So if you're in apparel and footwear, aim for $120 AOV. Our clients on average get about $145, but $120 is a good place to start. Okay, going from like $80 AOV to $120 AOV, changing nothing else, it's a 50% increase in profit, right? Or return on your ad spend. Now, how do you get a higher AOV, right? Easy to say, not easy to do, but it's simple. Here's some examples, some ideas to think about that we've done. Offer complementary pieces and accessories that go alongside with the key piece. Create a VIP program with exclusive design. Offer bundle outfits or limited edition accessories as upsells. Okay. And so we do this with a brand that we launched in the last couple of years, and it will do 7 figures this year with this strategy. Here's a good example. So I'm not sure if I can pull it up right now, but with Built, when I add a bunch of a few items to the menu, and man, they've gotten so much money from me with this strategy alone. Like if you add 100, first is if you spent more than $75, you qualify for US shipping. Free shipping. So that's 1. So I always, or at least me, I always order something at least $75. So now we're at more than the like apparel order here, 60 or 50 or $60, right? So now we got the first, we unlocked the first gate. Then they always get me with this, add $100 more to unlock free gifts, right? So I have to spend $175. Do they get me to do this all the times? No. But if I'm buying anything more than 1 or 2 items, and nobody buy 1 t-shirts, right? Like if I really like this brand, I'm probably going to add 2. And now once I have 2, I'm $25 away from a free gift. So I might as well do something else and add another thing to it, right? So that's how they get you. Or not get me, but that's how you increase your AOV. They do get me. So that's the second idea. Third idea is to make sure that your products solve a problem. So if you're in apparel and footwear, clothing, style alone in 2024 and beyond is no longer enough, right? Before 2024, when money was just out there to be grabbed, you can just have a piece that looks good and have some nice images on it, even have somebody endorse it, and then you would move products like crazy. It's not enough in 2024 or beyond, okay? You need to have, like, your product should solve a problem or have a functional benefit. So Vessi, right, back to my example earlier on, a lot of the ads only push to one product, which is basically their weekend item, and it's the main benefit here that would actually appeal to me as a frequent traveler. Shoes is one of the biggest, bulkiest, heaviest items that, like, I always have to pack more than one pair, right? So Vessis is the only pair that you need for your next trip. That's a functional benefit beyond it looking good. Let's take a look at UFOs. So UFOs kind of try to compete with Crocs, but they have a unique angle to it where they're saying their benefit is to recover faster and feel lighter with UFOs. Okay, and their tagline or their main thing is called active recovery. So that's a functional benefit to these shoes. Let's take a look at Built Basics, right? So now they have a lot of different brands or different product lines now, and they do bundle for sales. They do influencer marketing here, but really one of the original way for them to build, or no pun intended, to build their brand was focusing on menswear, premium basics at a premium feel and premium quality at a reasonable price, right? So that angle has been played out pretty well over the next few years, but they really got blown up during really COVID because of that focus on the marketing, right? So it really needs to and should solve a problem. So how do you figure that out, right? So I would start reading your competitors' reviews to understand what they love about the product and the pain points that the buyers have on the product. Okay. Second is I would analyze your own reviews on what your customer love about your product the most to analyze and come up with marketing angles. Okay, to identify what they love about your product and then use that in your marketing angle. So one of our brands discover that in their own customers' language, like they really love the comfort during long work days when they wear the shoes, right? And that's actually the angle that we went with. They actually focus on nurses of all things, right? Who have spent a lot of time on their feet. So that's the third piece. The fourth point is to look at optimizing your product pages to increase conversion, right? So as you put more money into advertising, conversion rate will take a dip. It's a guarantee. But here are some of the best ways to increase your conversion rate on your product pages. Okay, so one, have a lot of 5-star reviews, obvious. 2, have at least 4 product images, and also try to incorporate the Amazon style. And I'll show you some examples. You want to include lead guarantees and social proof as soon as possible. Include a video if it's a product that needs to be tried on. Highlight the benefits and unique selling points of your product, and then have selective FAQs on the product pages that help with the buying decision. And then also shipping and return policy should be displayed in a strategic way. So if you focus on these 4 things, it will help increase your conversion rate. But let me show you a couple of good examples of high converting, great product pages. Okay, so let's take a look at Vessi again, right? So this is not in my point, but this is great. This is a great point to drive home, and it hopefully is true. This color has sold out 4 times this year. Order now before it's too late, right? Right away, I'm like, wow, this is in high demand. I better buy now. But look at this. Free shipping. So I know off the top of my head that that I'm not gonna have to pay for shipping. It's 100% waterproof, so that's a benefit. 11,000 5-star reviews. Right away, I know this is a product that I can trust. Okay, so let me go through and point out some of the. So they have at least 4 product image pages, right? Product image, right? So this is good. The way to take this up a notch would be to include a video, probably at the bottom here, and then borrow some of the style that Amazon does, where if you go to a best-selling product on Amazon, let me pull it up here. So here's an example. Love it or hate it with this brand on Amazon. Here's an example of a product image with added benefits on top of it, right? So lightweight, breathable, soft, and comfortable. These are the type of product images I'm referring to help increase conversion rate, right? What else is good on this page here? So we want to include right here, right? Free shipping, free exchange, dry stock guarantee. So these are all of the added benefits of the product that really elevate the benefit and why you should be buying it from this brand, right? Let's see, we're going to look at another product here. So here's another example at one of the, if not the best marketed. I've never won 2 class. I'm a built fan. But as far as marketing goes, it doesn't get better than this, which is, again, 50,000 reviews, basically almost all 5-star. It outlined the benefits, only $16 per item, free shipping. It social proof right here, right? Here's all basically UGC style content with us versus what other people are saying, how to style it, reason you need this shirt. Here's more benefit. Here's a description, right? Free return exchanges, 100-day made to last guarantee. So these are all benefits that I can really right away, take as a potential buyer. I want to show an example of an FAQ